Analyzing inundation impacts on transportation networks. This research is focused on examining the potential impacts of inundation or flooding events due to climate change on transportation networks in the Boston metro region. The basic layout of this site is 5 separate visualizations that you can scroll to access or use the sidebar navigation tools to select. Every chart has a data interpretation and use window. This will provide information on the meaning of the visualization, its use, and sample findings. The first visualization is a presentation of GIS results showing different types of assets, demographic, highway, and transit, for 6 different inundation levels, 1 to 6 feet. You can select a broad data dimension of either demographics, highway, or transit. In the demographic pane, you can select 6 feet of water, you can show or hide the water, and you can see choropleth maps of jobs or population, households, or firms. Each visualization is further analyzed with a more specific chart. In this case, the Specifics tab contains a grouped bar chart showing the impacted number of jobs by sector. The transit ridership change given 4 feet of inundation visualization shows transit stops and the difference of boardings and alightings of 4 feet of inundation minus the boarding and alightings of no inundation. The table on the right shows transit routes by mode and the total ridership given no inundation, 4 feet of inundation, and the difference between the two. You can select a route and it will highlight that route's stops, and if ridership increase is selected, it will show nearby stops that have increases in boardings. Here we can see the red line lost almost 12,000 trips. If we click this blue dot, which is an increased boardings, we can see CT2 and 85 had increased boardings. If we change it to ridership decrease and select the CT2, we see the stops within a half mile of that route that had major decreases, the green line and the red line. The next visualization is accessibility to jobs. There are 2 different measures of accessibility for 3 different modes. You can select the different modes and the histogram to the left of the map will update. You can also brush the histogram and update the map and move the slider to update the accessibility values based on inundation level. The lost trips visualization shows origin and destinations that had trips that can no longer be completed because of inundation. They are presented from 1 to 6 feet for auto, transit, and total, or the sum of auto and transit. You can brush the histogram to select only certain values of lost trips, and you can click on selected nodes to highlight only those trips lost from that node. In the lower left, we see a static chart of the total percentage of lost trips across all inundation levels. The last visualization is auto network impacts. This visualization can either show volume, the number of vehicles on the network, or queues, standstill traffic. The data is very large, so I suggest clicking the slider icon and using the arrow keys to toggle through the different inundation levels. Thank you, and I hope you enjoy this visualization.